I mean, listen, you could almost look at it like hip hop, right? Like, oh, Drake isn't considered the best because he got a bunch of writers, and Kanye ain't considered the best because he got a bunch of writers, and I mean.
Now let me ask you: do Kanye and Drake have writers?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
100%. Did Jay-Z have writers?
No.
Does Nas have writers?
No.
Does Jadakiss have writers?
No.
Does Eminem have writers?
No.
Now I just named 4 of the most legit, badass motherfucking spitters in the game.
Right.
No disrespect to Kanye, because we all call Kanye a musical genius. But is Kanye better than any of the 4 dudes I just named? Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, Jadakiss, Eminem, 5? Is Drake lyrically as dope as them?
It's a toss-up of a question, right? I mean, it depends on what you're looking like, what you're looking at, because...
And it depends on what you after.
Right, because I could say that song-wise, I like some of their songs better than some of the... Like, I like Drake's songs better than Jadakiss's songs as a whole.
It depends on what your vibe is.
Right.
If you in the club and you trying to... Yeah. Right. But if you, from a rap perspective, if you want to make this face... you know what he said?
Yeah.
Yo, rewind that. Oh!
And I get that with Kanye sometimes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With Kanye, it's like, oh, he said some shit. But, for example, I had CyHi the Prince here not too long ago, and he's written on like 30 Kanye songs. Right. And we talked about that, and he goes, well, look.
When you get to the Grammys and you see Adele walk on stage, and she has 30 people behind her, and they've all helped her work on this album. She's got Album of the Year. You think you're gonna beat her with just you and your engineer? You think you're gonna beat Sam Smith's team? Think you're gonna beat Christina Aguilera and Beyonce's team when they got 30 people on this project, and you think as a rapper, you think you could compete with 30 minds thinking, and it's just you and your engineer? So I think once you get to a certain level, you have to bring in a team to kind of compete with other genres of music, because other genres of music are collaborating. But, hip hop is such a young genre of music that it's still like taboo to use, a writer or co-writer.
Singing is a different ball game than rapping.
It's still
if
music.
if somebody's writing your songs, okay, you have to deliver as a singer. So you could have the best top award-winning writers write your songs. If you can't sing a lick, it don't fly off the page.
These days.
You gotta.
These days with auto-tune. Let me tell you. My first office was in a studio. But
we're not talking about tricks. Those are tricks. We're talking about pure talent. Legitimate talent.
Yeah. Like Britney Spears probably can't sing very well without the auto-tune and all the mixing wizardry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's somewhat flat.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston didn't need that assistance.
Right.
Christina Aguilera didn't need it. You know what I mean? But some people definitely need it. And like I said, I've heard some horrific stuff being laid down in the booth. And about a week later, after tweaking and whatever.
You talking about rap?
No, well, singing.
Singing.
Yeah. After about a week, I'm like, hey, this sounds pretty good. I can't believe this is what I heard being laid down. Like, rapping, it's a little bit different, but not really. Like Jay-Z could write for me, and I'll still be whack when I get to get into a booth.
You a white dude that you don't have that. Jay-Z is not just incredible because of what he's writing. It's a personality. It's a lifestyle.
Well, it's a combination.
He's from New York.
Right.
He's got that swag. He's got that energy. It's
right. But you know that he wrote Still DRE for Dre.
Is that right?
100%.
Okay.
100%. And in fact,
and I think Nas wrote Miami for Will Smith.
I think that was. I heard something about that, but I think someone said that wasn't exactly true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no, Nas wrote Getting Jiggy With It.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Major hit, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. But, for example, like I remember Snoop talked about being in the studio and they were trying to do Still DRE. And, Dre doesn't really write. Dre has always had ghostwriters and has never denied it. And everyone was trying to write for Still DRE. And Jay-Z came in with those, with those lines. I guess he had like the reference track, and everyone was like, "Ah, fuck!" Like, this is Snoop. You know what I'm saying? God damn it! All right, we quit.
Right. There's levels to this shit.
J won.
There's levels to this shit, man. Hove is one of the greatest MCs ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Rap has become such a young man's game. It's always been, but now it's a kid's game. To the point where, and what is Jay-Z, like almost 50? Mm-hmm. And he still is an icon in the game. I'm 42, and I bitch all the time on Twitter about the fact that rap is terrible now. I mean, you got obviously the J. Cole, Kendrick, but it's like looking for the prize in the cereal box when you was a kid. You got to dig deep to find the good ones now. Where before, it was always out there. These little pumps, 6ix9ine, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. What the fuck are we doing?